My friends, I am extremely worried since this morning. Actually, since yesterday evening. I cannot think about something else. Since yesterday, my friends, I don't feel well. And I need your support. If there is someone from this community that is living in Milano, please put your jacket on, go to the headquarters of Gazzetta dello Sport and check if internet is back. Check if the internet servers are working. Check if you need to restart the routers. And no, because since yesterday, 9:22 p.m., they didn't tweet a single news anymore. 9:22 p.m. is exactly 5 minutes before the goal of McTominay. So maybe in the headquarters of Gazzetta dello Sport, while they are starting, or actually they are continuing to work to make it happen again, to make it work again, they're still thinking that Inter is champion of Italy. Someone need to tell them. Someone need to go. Please do it. Please do me a favor, because since yesterday 9:22, no news, no pictures, no tweet, no zero for Napoli. So please, guys, go immediately and let me know how they are doing there. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back to the channel, I hope you're all doing well. In the reality, it is Napoli that won the Scudetto, not Inter. Guys, we'll speak about Juventus, because if there is really something that I'm worried about, it is now the game Venezia Juventus that will be played tomorrow at 8:45 p.m. Italian time, a game that will change the destiny of Juventus. The near future, the far future, the medium future, the coach, the calciomercato, the management, everything depends on that game of tomorrow. And we'll speak about that in today's video, but before that, guys, seriously, it's strange, eh? You know, my big battle against false information, the narrative, how you actually manipulate the mass, where you put and when you put news on. You remember, choosing between putting a news on the first page, on your front page, with huge big title, or you decide to put the same news on page 22, in the bottom right corner, in a faded color, so that people are not even attracted by it. Hey, change the world. Gazzetta dello Sport, that is actually not even congratulating, speaking, just saying, informing people on Twitter. Hey, strange. Well, strange until a certain point. If we know that they are one of the main sponsors of Inter, I'm not sure if it's strange or not. But anyway, it's a shame. It's a real shame that the biggest sport page in Italy, on their Twitter account, they decided, because it's a decision that they take, to not communicate about it. Anyway, it is what it is, ragazzi. I tell you, I cannot lie about it. More than being happy for Napoli that won, I'm happy that Inter lost. You know it, it's the reality. I don't like them. That's the reality. I don't like them. And when I see Lautaro Martinez with his hands in his face, not against the guy, I don't care about the guy, but he's representing at that moment Inter, well, I'm happy. I'm happy. Yes, I am a hater. Because, let's be honest, at least according to me, my vision of the Nerazzurri is that it's a team of false victims. Since ever. A team of hypocrites. It is a team of false moralists. It's a team that is ultra protected on the field and off the field. So yes, I am absolutely happy. They lost the Supercoppa in Riyadh. They lost the Coppa Italia. They now lost the Scudetto. Let's see what will happen on the 31st of May. I don't think that they can lose also that one. I think that they will win the Champions League. Guys, it is what it is. Let's get used to it already now. Let's prepare ourselves that on the 31st of May, the last game of the season 24-25 before Club World Cup, we'll see, unfortunately, Inter fans happy. It is what it is, and they cannot always be sad, no? Anyway, I told you, I'm more happy that Inter lost that Napoli won. On the other side, there are some people like that I'm happy for at Napoli, like Leonardo Spinazzola. Ex-Juventus player, a player that really wanted to come back in the first time Atalanta forbid him to come. You all remember, before his huge big injury, he coming back to Juve, playing 10 games in the team of his childhood because he's a Juventino. Congratulations to Spinazzola. Congratulations to Giovanni Manna. Super young, 36 years old, sporting director of Napoli, that did a fantastic job. The McTominay signature is his name, huh? We are always speaking about Tognozzi, Manna that brought a Huijsen, a Yildiz at Juve, bringing McTominay instead of Brescianini from Atalanta. Guys, what a fantastic job. Juventino with a tattoo on his arm. I can only be happy for Giovanni Manna. Like I'm happy, of course, for our ex-player, ex-captain, ex-coach, maybe future coach, Antonio Conte, because we know it when we see Antonio Conte. We are always thinking he is a Juventino. That whatever team he is in, you know that Antonio Conte is Juve. So seeing them yesterday celebrating in a way, I was happy for them. Now we know who won the Scudetto. Como 0, Inter 2. It was not enough for them to win the Scudetto because Napoli won 2-0 against Cagliari. Congratulations to Napoli. I always said the one that win after 38 games, deserves to win. That doesn't mean that they are the strongest one, because according to me, Inter was by far the strongest team. And I think, again, I will repeat, that Inter bottled it, that Inter threw it away again. And it's not the first time for a team of Inzaghi. In 4 years, I believe only one Scudetto won. The one of last year, the other ones he was not able to, he threw them away. Also, remember that game against Bologna with Radu, etc., etc. I think that they threw it away. They were by far the best team. Even if Napoli was playing only once a week, there was a huge, big difference. Anyway, congratulations to Napoli. Today we will see Bologna, Genoa, Milan, Monza. 2 games that actually nobody cares about, because they cannot enter the position that are actually counting. So Milan cannot go in Champions League, Bologna cannot go in Champions League, Genoa and Monza, it's already written. Genoa stays in Serie A, Monza is already in Serie B, so it's over. But the big games will start on Sunday, all simultaneously on Sunday, 8:45 p.m. Italian time. But before revealing you the games and giving you the details about my beloved Juventus, our beloved Juventus, do it. Please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because we need to speak about Juventus. And then at the end, I want to come back towards the words of De Laurentiis De Laurentiis Conte about his future. Because yesterday, during the celebration, they spoke. So tomorrow there will be Atalanta against Parma. Nobody cares. Empoli Verona. Nobody cares. Lazio Lecce. We care. Torino Roma. We care. Udinese Fiorentina. We don't care. Venezia Juve. We care a lot. What are the possibilities? Well, the possibilities are that for Champions League, you still have Juventus, Roma, and Lazio that can enter Champions League. The 3 teams can enter Europa League. The 3 teams can enter Conference League. With Fiorentina, that possibly will try to enter Conference League if they win, if Lazio lose. But that's another story that is actually not important for Juve, because the Viola cannot reach Juventus anymore, because they have 62 points. Now, what is the scenario? If Juventus win, we know we are in Champions League. If we draw against Venezia, that is battling for their life to remain in Serie A, well, it means that Roma cannot win. So if we draw, whatever the result of Lazio, if Roma doesn't win, we go in Champions League. Worst case scenario, if we lose the game, well, then we need to pray that Roma and Lazio are not winning their game. So even if they draw, it's okay for us. But guys, let's not go with crazy scenario. There are 2 things that we must do tomorrow. We must, 1, winning away from home, and we know that this is probably the most difficult part of the story, knowing that the last win away from our home in Serie A was 90 days ago against Cagliari, with a goal, do you remember, of Dusan Vlahovic. It was on the 23rd of February, which means that we didn't win in April, and at the moment we didn't win in the month of May. So winning away. Tudor was not able yet at the moment to win away. He won at home. He did beautiful, in the beginning of the games against Bologna, against Lazio, and against Roma, because we were always leading before losing points. Otherwise, we would already have been in Champions League at the moment. Tomorrow, we must win away. We must score, and we cannot give back the lead that we took. And that's why we need to score more than 1 goal, and we are looking for goals. Dusan Vlahovic, after his goal against Udinese, that was able to watch and see, probably the last one in the Allianz Stadium, well, he has at the moment more possibilities to start over a Colomoni that in that game was not fantastic. Let's see who will start tomorrow. Maybe they can play at a certain moment together if we are really looking for more than 1 goal, because we need it. Hopefully, whoever plays tomorrow, they score. Let me know who you think, if we go and win tomorrow, who will go and score that qualification goal in Champions League. Let me know. You can not only Dusan Vlahovic or Colomoni, you can tell me whatever player you want, but if there is a Champions League qualification goal, who will score it from Juve? Let me know. The stress is that that goal could possibly not come from Renato Vega, because there is an alarm. Renato Vega, yesterday, muscular injury. He didn't train with the team, which is really annoying, because we know that the defense is in shambles. It's a problem. It's really a problem. He could potentially be there on the bench. Not sure that he can start. Gatti could be there on the bench. McKennie could be there on the bench. Koopmeiners, there is a possibility that he goes with the team on the bench, so all the players called up by Tudor could go and travel with the team, but we don't have a team that is 100% fit. Guys, it's good that it's the last one of Serie A. Hopefully we can win that last effort, that very last effort, before 3 weeks of rest training session before starting back the competition with the Club World Cup in USA. But it's important that we are recuperating our player, because, guys, it's really a problem. If I'm looking at the first predicted lineup, that is really confusing from the one of Tuttosport. Guys, it's scary. Di Gregorio into the goal. Savona on the right side, Kelly as a center back, Cambiaso as a third one in defense on the left. Disaster, huh? Really disaster. Then a four-man in the midfield with Alberto Costa, Thuram, Locatelli, Weah. Yildiz Nico Gonzalez behind Dusan Vlahovic. Guys, it's really time. It's time that we stop the season, that we are starting to recuperate some players, because like that, guys, I don't know. If we had one or two more games, I don't know. Maybe they would have called a Beppe, can you come? What position do you want to play? Play, just play. Anyway, we go towards the last topic of today, but a super important topic. Yesterday, sometimes words are not needed. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, when I saw yesterday, when they were celebrating the Scudetto, Aurelio De Laurentiis going towards Antonio Conte, actually obliging him, taking with how to say, go, we take a picture together. It really made me think about, at your 12th birthday when you are a kid and you have all your Zia and Zio, the old auntie with the lipstick like here that is saying, facciamo la foto, Beppe, buon compleanno, auguri. And you don't want, okay, I will do the picture and then I will leave. It was really like that. It made me extremely laugh, but it also means, just by seeing these pictures, the relationship between Aurelio De Laurentiis and Conte is over, at least the relationship boss and employee, because the coaches are employees. And we have a confirmation also with the words of Antonio Conte. Not clear confirmation, but he said it after the game. He said, do we continue together next year? He said at the moment it's time to celebrate. That's the most important thing. And nearly was about to say winning is the most important thing. There other things doesn't matter. It's a Juventino. So these were the words of Antonio Conte, dribbling. Didn't want to answer after that win, which was correct. But De Laurentiis spoke. What did he say? He said, the coaches, they have their own character, their own mentality, their own way of thinking. If Conte wants to put himself at disposal, like he did in a really extraordinary way with us this year, I will say welcome, and I am available. But it depends on him. It's not a question, it's not a matter of contract. The next year, the challenge will be the Champions League. So he's confirming a few things here. Huh? If he is at disposal, like he did this year, if he wants to put himself at disposal, so it means we keep that relationship. I am the boss and you are at my disposal. Sending a message to Antonio, you are not the boss of Napoli. If Antonio, you want this, it will not work. So if you are at disposal, yes. It's not a matter of contract, he says. So that contract, guys, maybe there is a clause that nobody knows about, that he can free himself in that first year if he wins the Scudetto. I don't know. It depends on him. So I told you a few weeks ago, De Laurentiis is already starting to prepare. It's him. If he leaves, it's him, because we are open to continue to work with him. We have a beautiful challenge for him, the Champions League. Maybe already saying that he's afraid of to play the Champions League. He prefers not to have that pressure of playing competition in Europe. You see? So these words are really like, it's him that needs to decide. But then he even go further, saying, look, we would love to continue with him. Then, if there is an echo from another club, from somewhere else, I cannot oblige anybody to stay. I never did. I will never did. I will ask him to stay with us, but I cannot oblige him. We'll soon meet. These are the words of Aurelio De Laurentiis. But then in the night, we had a confirmation by Nicolo Stira that Juventus is ready to offer a contract until 2028 with a lot of power in the hands of Antonio Conte to come back in home or at home in black and white. Juventus target is Antonio Conte. Is the main target for the coach, as revealed days ago. It's not a secret, and it's not a secret. Everyone is speaking about it. Everyone is really confirming that Antonio Conte is the number one target of Juve. Some people are even pushing that far that everything is already agreed, that they are just waiting the end of the season. Some people are saying that he could potentially also go already to the Club World Cup with the team instead of Igor Tudor. Let's see. I don't want to go with more than that. Guys, it's evident. He will leave Napoli at 100%. Only a miracle would make him stay in Naples. Otherwise, he leaves. He goes where? That's the big question mark. Because I don't want to be sad here, but it feels, it smells, everything is going to the direction Antonio Conte to Juventus, the good coach. Is it the right choice? Let me know in the comment section. There are some talks about Jonathan David. There are some talks about Osimhen. There are some Mercato talks. But this is for another video. If you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like. Continue to subscribe. Grazie, forza. Juve. Hey! If there is someone that goes to Gazzetta HQ, let me know. You never know.